Oh boy, is this working? It says that we're live, but can't tell. Is anybody out there? Well, I'll just wait a couple minutes to see if anybody comes in. Do-do-do-do. Mm. Oh, we got people coming in. Okay, glad to know that this is working. Um, can you guys hear me okay? I don't have a microphone set up, and I kind of apologize for all of this rough cutting. This is the first time I'm actually using the native phone app that's part of the YouTube or the YouTube app to actually go live. So I've never used this before. Just trying to figure out how this thing works. Okay, thank you, Polly. I am standing right next to my phone. So how do I make this go large? Um, Today's kind of a test run for this. Um, Again, this is the first time I'm actually using the YouTube app to go live. Normally, I'm doing it on a different third-party software. And so this is kind of uncharted territory, but I'm just doing a test just to see if I can, or how this all works, to see if it's any better. Um, and it's hard for me to read the chat because it's so small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. It doesn't seem to allow me to. Do, 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 do. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna. Hi guys. There's only one camera, which is the overhead, unless I can figure out how to set up a separate camera. So for now, you can't really see me, but just know it's me. I'm here. Um, let's do some quick shout outs here. We got Nancy who's here. Polly is here. Laura Norton is here. She's saying, hey, I caught a live. Charlie Pinto, hey. And Mary from Kansas is here. Kim Burris is here. Hey, Kim. Damaris Rimpel, yes, she's here. And Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan is here. Hello, hello. Remo J is here. Good afternoon. Linda Faust is here. Delia's here. Hey, Delia. Okay, so this is I know this is kind of an unusual live. I was actually planning to do this yesterday, but well, that just never happened because I was not feeling the most energetic yesterday. So I figure since I'm doing this already today, I might as well just do this system test and see if how this actually works. So, but for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I have been in the process of cleaning up this crafting and creative space. And you saw the pictures on Facebook, on Instagram, and there's a lot of excess Christmas stuff that I'm trying to use up. So I am spending all day today making some extra wreaths. I figure I can get a jump start on 2024 season. And I have all of these extra, this wreath form that you see here, I got this at Michael's. They were selling it for $1.25. This is I believe a 14-inch wreath form. So fairly small, but for $1.25, can't go wrong with that. So I am going to use this wreath form, and I'm just gonna go to town on it, just using whatever supplies that I got here today nearby me, and there's a lot of them. So, wow, this is really hard to see the chat with this tablet. I'm usually sleeping because I work nights. Oh, well, thank you for joining us here, Lori. Okay, so and again, I got a bunch of these. This is the wreath form and how it came. And I mean, to be honest, it's seen better days. So first thing I did, and I was doing this off camera, and then I thought, let's just try and go live since I didn't do it yesterday, like I said I might. Just break that off. So that came out all smashed up like this, and again, it's probably seen better days. Off camera, when I was what I did do was kind of fluff it up, and basically all I'm doing is just kind of separating all these branches and such. So I didn't want to bore you with that. So after you get it all fluffed up, this is what it kind of looks like. So it's kind of scraggly, but again, for $1.25, I really can't complain. So, and I wasn't really concerned with that because I'm going to be putting a lot of ornaments, a lot of embellishments in there, covering it with ribbon even. So yeah, it looks scraggly now, but hopefully it'll look fine after I get all done. Okay. Let's see, anybody else? So I'm just kind of messing around with it. Okay. So I think this looks fine for now. And again, we're going to be moving these branches around anyway. So, so I've had these particular ornaments for a very, very long time. And I don't use them for the tree anymore, so I'm going to be putting these in there. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to put in there because I also do have and I got these to go in there as well. So I figure I'm going to make a turquoise and white kind of themed wreath here. What am I doing? Okay. So I got these to go in, to put in there. How's everybody whoop. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing live on this particular setup. So how is everybody doing this afternoon or this Sunday afternoon on a very long Martin Luther King Day Jr. holiday? And what are we all up to today? Hope you guys are having a good day of just nothing but sewing and crafting or decluttering, as I know some of you are. I'm just trying to see how many of these I can fit in here. And I'm going to stuff this to its maximum because I want to use up a lot of these things, or these Christmas ornaments or Christmas crafting supplies that I've been holding on to and hoarding for quite some time. Let's put this one here. And it's just as simple as finding a spot and putting the ornament in. Swap that one out for another blue. Why do I feel like I'm missing a blue? Now, I did not make these ornaments. I actually bought it from a local crafter years ago, and they weren't that expensive actually, but the way they actually made these ornaments is they sprayed a lot of glue right directly on the styrofoam. And during the hot summer months, the glue gets reactivated and it starts sticking to each other, which is why I want to kind of use up these ornaments because they're not easy to store. Fix the top left. Let me separate these out a little bit better. I don't know if that looks any better. Okay. Remo J is reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Remo. Lori Norton says it is 1 degree here in Oklahoma. Snowing and mostly trying to stay warm. Well, stay warm there, Lori. 1 degree. Wow. It was bad when I was in Utah and it was 15 degrees. I can't imagine what 1 degree would be like. Yikes. Sewing Sensation by Shady Susan says, I'm getting ready to sew a quilt, adding the borders to make it bigger for the sofa. Okay. So we are all crafters on a Sunday morning. Let's see. I don't know what else I'm going to put in here. I'm going to be putting a big bowl or something there, so that's why I'm keeping that space open. Okay, I can start gluing stuff down. And I'm using what they call an evergreen base. That's what this wreath form is. It's a lot easier because you're not starting from scratch and laying down the actual base of the wreath. Oops. And I'm out of hot glue. Let's stick that in there. So this wreath is going to go much, much more faster than me trying to build it from scratch, which is why I like doing these. Quick, easy, get her done, and just get to the good part or the fun part for me immediately. Just doing huge dollops of glue and sticking it in right there. I can kind of move the branches still a little bit. We'll see how well this turns out. And I actually have enough ornaments to actually do a second one of these, so I might be doing that. Okay, let me charge the glue gun, leave it in there. And while that's charging, let me read some, if there's any comments in there. Hey Karen, I'm doing good. Just spending my Sunday kind of using up some old crafting supplies. And I figure I come on live and just test out this using the app instead of my normal computer, how I usually do lives. Hey Kelly. So then at this point, I'm going to go back in and just kind of make sure that these branches kind of fill in some of the gaps here. Not to worry, I'm going to actually fill it in with more stuff. I think I have a ribbon that'll go with this. Let's see, I can put in more things in there. So, no, that's too big. I could use some of this. Maybe that's a little too big. Let me put in some of these, use up these snowflakes here. I know I have a blue one. That's going to be too matchy-matchy for me. Okay, I thought I had a blue one, but I do have a blue of these, so I do need to use up some of this, which I could throw in here and there. No rhyme, no reason, just putting it all in just to use it up. You really can't see it though, so maybe I should just glue it right on top. No rhyme or reason. The snowman's going to be too much. I can use this ribbon. Yep, that'll look good. And I feel like it still needs something though. Or maybe I will put these. No. Well, let's just get these glued down. Let me pull off the hangers on here. Snip that off. Just glue it right onto the ornament. that off there. Come on, pull off there. And we'll snip this one off here. Yeah. So, like I said, I've just been kind of decluttering my creative space here. Was going through all the crafting materials that I had left over and from Christmas, and a lot of this stuff I've been holding on to for years, and I finally said, you know what, this is the year where I'm just going to use up all of whatever I got and just get rid of it, because it's time to really, really to just declutter this whole space. So I figured this was the year to do it. And I keep grabbing these, which usually means I want to use it up. So I think I am going to just use it. Not too many of them, because there is a lot of turquoise on this already. But every January I go through this, and I don't know why I expected this year to be any different, but my sewing space, my crafting space, or my creative space as I call it, every January it just looks like I went to war. And I kind of do. With a lot of stuff just being thrown left and right. And I always pack it up in containers and put it away for the following year. And the following year I buy more stuff, and thinking that I don't have enough to make things, and I end up buying 2 and 3 of the same stuff. So this is how it kind of accumulates over the years. Surely I can't be the only one. And I know a lot of people have commented on prior videos and prior posts about their decluttering journey, saying that, yeah, we all go through this, in which, we're crafters. We tend to overbuy and underuse. So, okay, the snowflakes really didn't do much, but it's in there. And let's use up a little bit, or at least one roll of this ribbon, because I got like 10 rolls of them. Whoop. Cutting that open. Okay, let me check. Charlie's asking, do you have any horns or instruments? I actually do. That's a good suggestion. I've got these. I could place these around there. Could put one there. And we'll put one up there. Maybe, well, let's see where these can go, because these are the ones that I'm going to need to kind of strategically place so that you can see them. Yep, no, that one there. Put this one here, maybe. No, or maybe this one can go there too. That one here. this one can go there. Opposites. I try to work in opposites whenever I do these things. So if I put something here, I'm going to put something there. Or maybe I can put this one on the outskirts. Hey, Judy. Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. Trying not to think too hard about this because I just want to use up these supplies, all these extra leftovers that have been accumulating over the years. So I'm not going to think about it too hard. This ribbon came from the Dollar Tree. I just want to see what it'll look like up against all of this. I like the white. Not so crazy about the gnomes, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I'm going to make 12 inches. So that'll make a 6-inch ribbon. No, too long. Shall we try 10? Which will be about a 5-inch. Yeah, too short. I think I like the 12 better. There. Hey, Mozilla. I'm just doing a wreath, using up some crafting supplies here today. Was not really, well, this wasn't really a planned live. I just kind of turned on the camera just to test out how this app works for YouTube or doing YouTube live using a cell phone. So I don't have my usual setup where I can type in comments or I can read comments a little more easily. I do have a separate tablet that you can kind of see on camera, which is down there. But the font size is so small I can barely read it, but I'm doing my best here, guys. Give it a try and take notes at what worked and what didn't work later on. So that's what I'm doing. And thus far, I'm not used to this. Okay, but is the audio coming out okay? I don't have a microphone, so it might be going loud, might be going soft at times. Oh, wait, I need 2 of them, maybe 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, maybe 2 then. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, there's 4. Okay, thank you guys. Everybody's saying the audio is good. That's good to know that this camera has a very good microphone. Well, of course it is like me standing up literally and the phone is right in front of me. Okay, but what is everybody working on? I saw that a few of you are finishing up quilts, but what's the rest of us doing on this Sunday afternoon? Are we planning to do any barbecues or, well, for most of you, that's a stupid question because it's like freezing cold. But are we planning to finish up any quilts? Did anybody finish a quilt that they had on their resolution or in their bucket list this year? That's a good one. I mean, we'll be off to a good start. And why can't I find the pipe cleaner here? Oh, there it is. And the other one, I'm going to scissors right around the wire. Tie it on the back of the base here. I am almost done with one of my first quilts for the year. Sort of. Well, quilt tops. I still have a few more blocks to do to complete our scrap strip strings and crumbs series. So I'll be working on that also this weekend as soon as I get rid of, or as soon as I can unbury my sewing machine. Because right now my sewing machine is just full of clutter since I've been kind of stacking up stuff on top of there and putting it away, and then of course I put something else on top. Just looking for clear space anywhere. And I'm going to put this one, no, it's a little crowded there, so I'll put it here. I guess I do like the contrast in the red. I mean, there's a hint of red from the ribbon, and I totally missed the ring. I'm gonna pull this ribbon toward the outside here. Oh, wrong way. Whoops. Phone alert. Got my pipe cleaner and cut this in half. Don't need all of that. And we're gonna shape this. Later today I'll be going outside adventuring since it's a nice and sunny day here in Southern California. Of course it is, well, it's cold relatively speaking. So some friends of mine, we're going to be out adventuring. I'm going to put it here since I know I'm going to be putting a big bow at the top. Oh, wait, totally missed it. No, where is the... Gotta jam it down there. There it is, got it now. So, and then, where's the other one? Bring it around, tie it. And kind of spread it out a little bit. Now that I looked at it, I'm kind of not liking this ribbon, but you know what? It's already on. I'm leaving it. One more, and we'll put it. Well, let me get the big bowl on, and we'll see where we put this. So Donnell Stitchery says, I'm working on quilting and no barbecue here in Michigan. Mozilla says, making beef stroganoff. Ooh, you're making me hungry. Cutting scraps and still organizing. That's Karen Burnett. I have about 10 quilts on my plans this year and over halfway done with them. Well, congratulations, Donnell. Lori Norton says, I'm knitting a pair of mittens with yarn that was hand dyed especially for me and given to me for Christmas. And Charlie Pinto says, good idea with the ribbon. Lori Clark says, the sun is out today, first time in a month, waiting for a snowstorm. How ironic. It's the calm before the snow, or the calm before the storm coming in. So I guess the moral of the story is stay in. Don't get caught out in the snowstorm. Kelly Quilts and Cruises says, had to switch to iPad. Laptop is updating. Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan. Those will be comfy at Lori Norton. Yeah, they will be. Lori Clark is asking, ever use plastic poinsettias on your wreaths? I actually do. So once in a while, well, this is kind of scraggly, which is why, well, I guess I could use it, but there's a lot already going on this wreath, but a lot of times I will put a poinsettia and just stick them in there. I'm not going to do it on this particular one since I've added the ribbon and I was going to use the poinsettias for something different, so I'm going to save it up. But yes, I do. I do add flowers, pine cones, poinsettias, whatever I can get my hands on. And I will stick it in a wreath if I do find it suitable. Okay, so let me put this aside for a second. And this is not picking up anymore, so let me take this. By the way, if you're a crafter of any sort, these lint rollers are a lifesaver, especially if you work a lot with glitter. Like you can kind of see it's kind of sparkly on here. That was because I was working on something that had a lot of glitter on it. Although it is a pain in the butt to peel off the paper, though, I will say that. off all this stuff, and there's some glitter that fell down on there, and oh, glitter on the mat, or some glue kind of seeped onto the mat. Good thing these mats are pretty durable. Got the glue out. Okay, let's work on the bow. Got this half off, so $10 for, what is this, 9 yards, 80 feet, 2.5-inch ribbon. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Okay, so let's see. I want to do a 6-inch loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so I'm going to the edge of the square. Feed this in here. Go to the edge. And I'm going to put that in, twist it, lie it flat, and we will twist the center here to make the underside, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Live here. So am I back on? Looks like it. Okay. Sorry about that. My phone battery died. Forgot that this app, or whenever we do a live, it tends to drain the battery very quickly. So it was at 100%, but again, when you do a live session on your phone, it'll drain it pretty quick. So fortunately, someone who had my number texted me and said, Alma, check your battery. And sure enough, I didn't realize the phone was dead. And in the meantime, I was going on and going on and going on and chatting to apparently nobody. So I did end up making my bow. So thank you. You know who you are. Actually, he's my coworker. He just so happened to be catching me on live here. And I'll probably get an earful when we get back into the office on Tuesday. So I got my bow here. I'm just kind of fluffing it out. To make it pretty. So mental note, I have to plug in my phone if I ever do this, use my phone to do a live session again. I will have to make sure that I do plug it in, because again, the battery is going to drain really fast. Wow, that wasn't even, what was that, like less than 45 minutes and it already fully drained the battery. Anyway, struggles of a YouTube creator. And this bow does not look very happy. Let me see if I can maneuver it a little bit more. It's looking pretty sad. I'm gonna bring these in. stretch this one out, stretch those two out. Okay, it looks a little better now, but not to my liking. I have to play with this a little more. Maybe I'll bring this one this way. Okay, that looks, well, still not 100% happy with it, but you know what? It's going to get smashed in storage towards next year anyway, so I'm just going to leave it like this for now, and we'll be messing around with this when we actually want to put it up. But there you have it. There's my wreath. And got more of them to do. Okay. Hey, Katie. I came back on. Fortunately, I was able to come back on. The wreath is very nice. Thank you, thank you. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. I'm off to the grocery store. I have four-wheel drive if I need it. Well, stay safe, Lori. Bye, Donna. So, yeah, I'm just crafting some, using up some crafts, so I wasn't really going to stay on long here, but I am testing out this cell phone again, so which is why I just ended up coming up on live. Note to self that I do have to plug in the cell phone because it does drain the battery a lot. But yeah, just wanted to come on. I figure I come on, test out this new, test out this YouTube Live app here, see how it works, and if I could use it using this particular area in my creative space. Works pretty good. I do have to make a few tweaks here and there, but who knows? Maybe I'll do, if I ever do more crafting stuff and I need a lot more space, I might do this. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to keep this one short. I know this was kind of an unannounced live, so there's probably going to be a ton of people catching the replay. But made a quick wreath out of some supplies that I already had. As some of you who have been following me, you know that I've been kind of decluttering my space with a lot of this extra Christmas crafting stuff. So doing a lot of projects like this to use up some of the crafting supplies. But yeah, just kind of wanted to come on here, say hello to people on the weekend. Any quilting in the near future? Not right now. That's Charlie Pinto. Sorry, my sewing machine is kind of buried in with a lot of these crafting supplies. So hopefully after today, when I start using up a lot of this stuff, I can unbury my sewing machine and get to sewing, because I do have some projects that I need to finish up on with that on that end too. So hey, so Becca, Candy Grub said turned out very nice. Well, thank you, Candy. So if you've never made a wreath before, you can pick up one of these at Michael's. They might still have them. Again, I was buying I bought like 10 of them for $1.25 each, because I knew I was going to be using it up to make wreaths like this. Very, very simple. Just kind of unfluff it and find whatever ornaments you want and just throw it on there, hot glue it in there. Very quick, very simple to do. And as this makeshift live was going on, you kind of saw me just sticking ornaments and sticking things, finding whatever supplies I had, and if it worked, put it in. So yeah, there you go. All right, guys, I'm gonna call this a live session. Thank you guys for coming in at the last minute and bearing with me with all these technical issues. Um, let's see, well, it is Sunday, so you don't have a shortage of people going on live. We do have Teresa coming up at 2 p.m. and I believe Tiffany goes on at 5 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. So, yep, you guys can support these other creators. And since Becca is here, she goes on, I believe, on Friday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific time, which I believe is 7 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, and we also got Katie, the Greenland Quilter, here. She also has a YouTube channel. So yeah, let's all support each other. And again, thank you guys for joining me here today. I'm gonna be doing more crafts, and yeah, we'll see what other creations I can create up. But for now, I want to say thank you guys, and bye bye. Okay, now how do I end this? Oh, I gotta go up here.